setup was.
Like, damn.
The idea was to make it sound like I told a joke and then just have the punchline, which wasn't a joke.
Yeah, we have volume now. We have volume.
Welcome.
Sorry, you just missed me singing show tunes, so you know.
So, can we set up a betting thing with the channel points? So, it's rather cruel and ironic for, like, Alice to have to set this up, but can we set up a bet of whether your character's going to live or die?
I knew where you were going with that before you said it.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep, I want to get in on this bet.
So I kind of want. I need to tell the story again now. When I was messaging the group to let them know that the game was going on ahead tonight, I was dictating it to my vehicle's voice to text, and for some reason, it decided that game should be replaced with Doom, with an exclamation mark as well, which was even better. What was more frustrating was then when I was trying to say that, also verbally saying it to it, it would not put Doom into my thing. It kept just coming up blank. So I had to repeat the message like 12 times before it finally explained that that's what had happened. So it knows something that we don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Bold of you to assume you'll survive 30 minutes.
I think, to be kind, we should say, should Storm win the fight? So, because you might lose the fight and still survive.
That seems a bit more diplomatic.
Optimistic.
Yes.
Optimistic.
Yes, no, will have to be defeated 9 times.
Second wind. Third wind.
Yeah.
You want some wind? I have some beans if you want.
Have you seen the trailer for the Puss in Boots movie?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Where he finds out that he's lost 8 of his 9 lives?
Oh,
yeah.
Alright. Are we ready?
Yeah.
That's alright. I'm not ready to start. Good job. I would probably not eat that, by the way. I know what you're about to eat, but look at the best before date on that thing. It's been sitting there for like 2 months. Anyways, I'll do a quick recap before Alice.
In other news,
poisoning.
Alice is not going to work tomorrow.
I was going to say, maybe we should change the bet. Maybe it shouldn't be if Storm's going to survive, it's going to be if Alice survives. Also, I can't see the bet up. Okay. Well, you probably want to put it up now.
After dessert acquisition.
So, what has happened so far? Thalai has successfully accomplished his trial. It was a bit arduous. A bit of his past came up to fight back with him.
That's fine.
But with the assistance of his friends, he was able to push through it, thus proving himself worthy not only to himself, but to the monks of this island. And to a certain degree, giving them some leeway so that, they won't be killed, first of all. That's a great start. But also potentially a changing of their ways, rethinking that perhaps outsiders are not as bad as they have been led to believe. Meanwhile, Storm has been making her way down to the chamber of her god, hoping to commune with them. Unfortunately, found it to be blocked off, and once cutting through found her god in a sorry state. Well, she believes it to be a god. It is a ball of storms and lightning bolts, but it seems to have its power been sapped away, potentially by some corrupted arcanium, which is a magic stone. A former, I wouldn't say friend, but monk of the temple has revealed himself to not be exactly who he claimed to be, transforming into one of the creatures that the party has now become a little bit too familiar with. It's a demonic creature with ashen skin and burning red runes carved into its body. When previously these creatures have been fought and slain, their bodies have burnt away, leaving nothing remaining other than a small black shard with a small glowing red light within it. Storm now stands alone in a chamber with one such creature, which has proven to be quite a threat for a number of the party, let alone just one of them. So, we'll see how she fares. Storm, you ready for this? Good.
I mean, that's kind of the best answer we could probably hope for, really. If she said yes, then we'd be like, there's suspicion. Just turn your bra inside out. It'll be fine.
Can they hear us? Hey,
Yes.
Kit, how you doing?
I was gonna be like she can at least turn her bra inside
Damn
out.
it. Whoa. But there's nothing in my bra anymore. I used them all.
Put them in your bra.
You should be able to hear me now.
That's one hell of a grapple check. Just slowly shove the creature down your bra into the bra holding.
I mean, you technically
As
put
it
a bra
slowly
of holding
devours.
into another dimensional space where the statue thinks. So technically, they should be in the astral plane at this moment. But that's
Perhaps
what I'm
we
saying
should
on
have
that.
turned it into a brow of devouring instead of a brow of holding.
Oh God.
She doesn't really have boobs to devour, so. Also, can you hear me
Well,
now?
the bra
Am I
goblin.
audible?
Kitty, can you
It's a goblin.
hear us?
Have you seen my goblin bra? What's your goblin
Yes,
bra?
yes,
Goblin,
Alice, you are audible.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Oh, it's fucking. Ugh.
I should go back to bed.
We have set the
ill.
tone for the evening.
You're fired, Oddie. Fired.
I wasn't even hired.
That's fine. We'll replace you with your twin.
Okay, give me one moment.
So,
Hello, I am twin.
Storm, this creature has
I can't see.
changed his shape and started advancing towards you. Fiery blades, roughly about a bit over 1.5 feet of length, have sprouted from his arms, curving around into an almost sickle-like shape. And he starts advancing towards you. I will give you one chance to respond, but you'll also be rolling for initiative, please.
Where's my dice? I was not this prepared. But you know what I do have? I do have comfort with me in the form of toe beans. And plushy toys.
Having dice would be a bit more useful.
I have it right here. My comforts were inside the dice tray. See, look, toe beans.
Oh, that's precious. Now try and actually
She is
pick
known
up
as
a
Kitty
die with one of
Softballs.
those.
Oh yeah, they're the wrong color, but I still have grabbers. Initiative. Okay. What? No, I can grab it. Nope, I can't grab. I can. Aha.
This is going to end very badly.
I rolled better than normal.
So
What, did
3.
you roll a 3?
I rolled a 14. I rolled above 10, guys.
Same brain cell today, Ash.
16 total.
16 to... Wait, did you say you just rolled a 15?
I said 14. I rolled
Oh.
above a 10. Is okay. Yeah.
Cool. No doubt.
You are first to react as he starts advancing towards you.
She already took a reaction last round. No, like an initial action last time, like last session.
Last session.
Session.
Poison.
She poisoned her blades.
Yes,
The
that was
first
while
time
he was
sh-
still talking to you.
It's the
So
first
it
time
was-
she's used the poison on her blades.
So it was out of initiative order, so it is your turn.
Okay. She is going to back up to the vortex behind her.
The vortex itself is actually off the ground by about 12 feet, so you can actually stand underneath it if needed.
Okay. She will still head closer to it. She'll do two things. She'll... Will she do this now or later? Let's see. I think she'll play the defensive game for now. She will back up so she's underneath it. So she'll move like sort of just like right underneath it. And she'll hold her attack for when he is within range. But she will use patient defense as a bonus action.
Okay.
Which I think is one key point. Let me just double check.
It is.
Cool monk shit.
It's gonna be most monkey fight that she's ever monkeyed.
Monkey
a
knife
cat.
fight.
Alright, so you position yourself underneath the raging squall above you.
Yep.
At first he moves unevenly, seeming to sway from side to side, but as he does this, he starts to pick up speed until he breaks out into a full-on sprint, closing the distance with you in lightning speed.
Prediction's up now.
He is within range, so he is provoking your attack. You're ready to action.
But is he attacking her?
Yes.
Okay, then she will attack.
He cleared about a 70-foot gap as he advanced on you.
Damn. That's a dirty 20.
Ooh, that is a successful hit.
All right. That's a 1d6. I don't want to use that dice. I want to use my pretty dice. Woo! That is 9 damage. I rolled a 6. And... 2d10 poison damage.
Yes, because you have poisoned your blade.
Okay. That being said, they get a saving throw against it. I think it's a DC 15 saving throw.
He does save against it, so
Done.
he will take half damage from it, I believe.
Nope, negates. He doesn't take
Yeah.
damage from it.
Not a problem. Alright, he will make his attack against you. He is swift in his movements. As he clears the distance to you, he almost tries to do a run by of sorts, but stops short,
Uh.
spinning around to try and cut at you.
Am I able to use... No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Go.
Ooh,
At
I
disadvantage.
think, yes. I think that is what saves your life, because he misses his attack as he swings past you as you agilely move yourself just out of way, the blade skimming through, probably cutting just slightly into the cloth of your tunic, and he continues on the ground sliding past you, coming back around to your turn.
All right. Oh god. Yes. Oh yeah. I don't know if that changes anything. Anyway. All right. I guess she will attack. Oof. 16.
16 will hit.
Okay. Do I get a second attack?
Yes.
Actually, do
You
I
have
just
two
get 2 attacks as part of it? So technically I should have attempted to hit him again a second time the other round. Because I get 2 attacks for a melee attack.
For an attack action. Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
just... pew, pew. Okay, well... Okay, do you want me to... okay. 15? Does that hit him?
15 will not hit, no.
Okay. Do you want me to do a roll for the previous one that I missed, or just don't worry about it?
Considering how strong this guy is, yes, I will let you do that because you probably need the assistance.
Someone's trying to change the odds in the chat.
Definitely passes. I rolled an 18.
That is a hit, yes.
So there's... Okay, 2 hits. I'm gonna try a stunning strike.
Okay, do you want to do the damage for the first strike from last turn first, please?
4 damage. I'm still covered in poison. I don't know. I don't. Hang on. Unity code. The poison remains for 1 minute or until attack using this weapon hits the creature. The creature must succeed. Okay, so it succeeded, so it's gone.
Yep.
Okay, so the poison's gone. 4 damage.
Yep, not a problem.
These weapons are not strong.
But it did a bit of tick damage.
They have the potential to be strong, and because you can use a bonus action to reapply the poison.
Nope. Until next dawn.
That's right.
And then the next one is 6 damage.
6 damage?
That's her action. Oh yeah, I felt like I could do that. I'll save that for now. Yeah, I will attempt to use Stunning Strike on one of those attacks, which is a DC 15 con save.
Not a problem. Ooh, that is close. He fails by 1 point.
Yes, he's stunned until next round. Okay.
Is this the end for unnamed generic bad guy?
Ba, 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 ba.
Reveal, ayo, uwu.
All right.
I'm looking at these bits. It might need to be changed at this rate.
All right, so he is stunned.
I still have my bonus action. Which I don't really have much I can do as a bonus action.
You can make a flurry of blows,
gonna
and
say-
they're both at advantage because he's stunned.
I was gonna say, I guess I'll just do a flurry of blows. That's just 1, Is it 2?
Yeah, 1 key point. Yeah.
Yep, 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're at advantage. Fuck yes. Ooh, thank God for advantage. That one, yep, 17 plus 6.
That will hit.
Nat 20.
Critical hit.
Not that
Very
I'm...
There we go.
nice.
Okay, so I'll do the first one. That's 7 damage.
7 damage. Nice.
Mhm. And the second one is... Oh, man. Is it full dice plus...
Yep. Full
Roll?
damage. Full potential damage. Plus you roll the dice on top.
10 total.
A bad
That
roll, I guess.
seems-
I rolled a 1.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm also only rolling d6s because that's all the damage I do. My
Ah,
weapons,
fair
my
enough.
weapons don't do a lot of damage. Yep. And it's her turn again.
Mhm.
Because
Well,
he's stunned.
It's his turn. He is stunned. He cannot do anything on his turn. But yes.
Yeah, because it lasts until the end of my turn. Okay. Oh, ha! I am so stressed right now. All the while, she's actually like glaring at him and like, why are you doing this? What is this? Who are you? What are you doing here? Where is the whisperer, the speaker?
You're a phony. You're a big fat
Looking into his eyes, you don't get a sense of any kind of emotion behind it whatsoever. They seem soulless. Burning red eyes just staring at you with the intent to kill, nothing else.
Gotcha. All right. Well, this time. Can I get a sense of like, because like I'm not doing a lot of damage, I'm aware of that, but like, can I get a sense of like how much this is affecting him?
No. Well, you can roll an insight.
Would that be my action though?
No.
Okay.
This is a quick observation.
10.
He does not seem to be showing any signs of pain. You're seeing your hits land, and he does react as being hit by force, but if he is in pain of any kind, he is not showing it.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Well, she'll just attack again.
Mhm.
Still with advantage, because he's still stunned, I think, until the end of her turn.
Believe so.
Hang on, let me just double check. It's the end of his turn.
No, end of your turn.
Mhm.
It's pretty dumb.
Oh, damn. Alright.
Yeah.
That was almost a
So-
1, but it's not. It's a 17 and a 16, so
So-
that one hits.
It still hits, yes.
Yes, and...
Is that for both your attacks?
No, because I get advantage.
Yeah.
The next one was a 6 plus 6 is 12. It's not going to hit.
No.
Um,
But you still have an advantage on that one as well.
I rolled a 4 and a 6. 6
Oh,
was the better.
okay. Fair. Sometimes advantage is not useful.
So one of them hits, so I will
Mhm.
do the damage for that. Ooh, 6
Please and thank
again. It's
6
9.
damage to- 9 damage? Nice.
This is causing her to be impatient because she feels like it's not doing enough damage.
DiMaggio.
She will use 1 key point to patient defense.
Okay.
And stand her ground.
Alright. So I assume you've moved forward to re-engage with him.
Mm.
Alright. Breaking out of the stun, he spins around and strikes out at you. The first blade coming through vanishes as he goes to strike you, and as you blink for just a moment, the second blade comes in to strike. As you raise to defend, it passes through for a moment your body, breaking through your defenses and trying to strike through true to your body.
I remember what I was gonna do. I was gonna use the scroll. I forgot about it. Anyway,
Alright. An 18, I believe, hits you.
my AC is 18, so yes.
Yes, so that
Was
is
that a
a
disadvantage?
successful hit. Yes.
And he only rolled a 3.
No, he rolled a 1. He's secretly a halfling.
Imagine using that feat when being a halfling couldn't be so regal.
Alrighty. He does 12 points of damage from the blade and disengages away from you, jumping back up against one of the pillars and almost walking backwards up it as he disengages and moves away. Flipping around to the back side of the
How much damage did I take, by the way?
12.
Okay, sorry.
Flipping around to the back side of the pillar, he breaks your line of sight.
Alright. It's my turn?
Yes, it is.
Alright. She is going to pull out the scroll that Kovac gave her
Mm-hmm.
of mirror image,
Mm-hmm.
and she's going to use it.
Okay.
I don't know how to use a scroll. I've never used a scroll before.
You can just delete the scroll item. That's it.
Okay.
I hate to be that person, but because we're a non-magic user, I think we also have to do a check.
Nope. I am a magic user technically.
You are not a spellcaster
Caster.
in the fact of
You don't
rules
have
for
spell slots.
True. Gotcha.
Yeah, I think we
yeah, because mine are all innate abilities. You're correct. Okay.
Despite the fact that you were accused of using magic, as you did accurately defend yourself, saying no, you did not use magic. I believe it is an intelligence check. Double check it.
An ability check using your spellcasting ability. So since you don't have one of those, Ash?
I'll go with an intelligence.
Technically, I do.
No.
I think it's Constitution.
If it's, yeah, for your innate abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, then let's go with
I
Constitution.
think it's Constitution as a race. I get
No, it'd be wisdom for you.
as my class.
Hmm.
As my race,
it'd be
it's
wisdom.
Constitution. As my class, it's wisdom.
It'll be wisdom.
Okay. So what do I need to do? A DC save of.
No, it's a ability check.
Yep. Of
Add in your Constitution, your Wisdom modifier.
what number am I trying to achieve?
You don't know.
What do you mean I don't know?
It's 10 plus the spells level is actually what it is.
Okay. I don't think I make it.
What did you get?
8.
Plus your Wisdom modifier.
8.
Oh, did you roll a 4?
I rolled a 4. Yes,
Okay.
yes I did.
Unfortunately, you were not able to conjure up the magic of the scroll.
She just looks at me and goes, what is the... Why did Kovac give this to me, this stupid useless paper? And throws it. It's probably straight into the lava.
It makes sense. It unfortunately makes sense for her character. Doesn't work, therefore throw it away.
I was trying so hard to be nice.
She tried real hard to use it. I don't understand this.
You still have a bonus action and your movement.
Yes. She is going to... Knowing that he's over there somewhere... I'm in the wrong section of my skills. I have a question.
I have an answer.
Are you on my character sheet?
I am.
The thing, you know the thing, which key points does it use? The elemental ones or the non-elemental ones?
Elemental. It's one of your special abilities.
Okay, just wanted to clarify. She will back up just a bit over here, and patient defense.
Okay.
That's her bonus action.
You're almost out of key points now.
Yep.
Excellent. Alright.
Flurry of blows is expensive, and so is, everything is expensive. Anything you do as a monk is expensive.
Alright. You
Especially if you're alone.
stand your ground, readying for an attack that doesn't come. It's your turn again.
Someone's healed up. Someone's healed up.
Probably.
Poison.
I can't. It's once per dawn.
Oh, okay.
I did say that earlier. But I think Ash was talking, so it didn't get heard. She is going to use her action. She's going to take the dodge action. That's it.
Okay.
She's just going to wait.
No problem. Another round goes by. You sit waiting, listening. You hear the storm above you crackling, wheezing. It seems to be quieter than you would expect. But even over the sound of that, you do not hear the sound of this creature, wherever it may be. Is your turn again?
Can I do a perception check to see if I can hear them, or will that take my action?
You'd be listening out for them, so I'd say probably it is an action to...
Okay. Screw that. She's impatient. She's going to use levitate on herself.
Okay.
And she's going to rise up and into the storm.
Okay. Can I get you to make me a Constitution saving throw as the lightning bolts strike out at you?
Yes. No. Saving throw?
Yes.
High five!
This is not what I was expecting, that's for sure.
Oh god, that's a lot of dice. I don't like this.
That's a lot of dice.
And you failed.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully for you, I rolled very badly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You take 25 points of thunder damage
Ow.
as you are struck by it. By the storm raging around you.
That wasn't smart at all.
No.
You still have movement. You've only moved up a bit into it. Would you like to move back out of it?
Has she got to make a concentration save?
Absolutely. Absolutely I do.
Yes.
But falling from this height is nothing for me.
Oh yeah, your thing is a concentration, isn't it?
Mhm.
Completely forgot it was concentration.
What's half of 25?
12.
I pass. I rolled a 13.
Okay. All right, so you're still levitating.
How deep into this thing am I?
You're at the moment hitting the surface of it. Like you haven't penetrated in.
Okay. She's gonna think twice and instead. Levitate is weird because I can only up and down unless I have propulsion force. Fuck it. She'll move down just enough that it's not hurting her, but
Mhm.
she's gonna stay really close to the storm.
Okay.
Yeah. Storm's not looking great. Sorry, Fidget. Here. There you go. Sorry.
Ooh, you were very lucky. Your passive perception allows you to notice in time as the strike comes out instead of from the pillar that you last saw him at, but from the left-hand side as he comes bouncing from the wall, striking out. It seems that he was waiting for an opportune moment. Unfortunately for him, you reacted fast enough. But he will still be making a strike against you. But he will not have advantage on the strike. It's still a successful hit. For another 12 points of damage as he goes leaping past you again, landing onto the pillar on the other side.
Do I get attack of opportunity for the fact that he's running in and out?
No, because he is disengaging as he does it.
Gotcha.
It is your turn. He is crouched onto the pillar. His movements just
he
seem
still
irregular.
On the
and
pillar? Can
erratic.
I still see him?
Yes. Yes, you can currently see him.
How far away from him is he? From me is he?
At the moment, he is about 35 feet away from you.
$35.
Mhm.
I'll move the 5 feet closer to him.
Mhm.
And I'll use Fist of Unbroken Air,
Okay.
which is how many key points? 2? 2. For fuck's sake. Do the thing.
Strength saving throw, I believe it is.
Yep. DC
Alright,
15.
he fails.
Awesome.
I rolled a 2, so it doesn't matter what it was.
Oh, he's taking some serious damage here.
It's almost like every time you use that ability, you deal way more damage than you expect.
Yes. It was a 9, a 10, and a 4.
Okay. So
23?
23 points of damage.
23. And the creature is pushed up to 20 feet away from you, knocking it prone. Since it is against a rock, does it take extra damage and fall?
No. He is not pushed.
But he failed the save.
He did fail the save, but he gets pushed against the rock, but he does not seem to be affected in being bustled around by it.
That bastard.
His footing seems to be pretty good.
And I'll use another key point to patient defense.
Okay.
And I will step back into the middle of the thing. Why are you doing this? What is the point?
You get no response from him. Again, he shifts around the back of the pillar, scuttling almost on his hands and legs, and disappears from view.
She is going to hold her action. And try and use the thing.
It requires you to have line of sight. You do not have line of sight.
She's gonna wait for him to be within sight, and then use her ability. She knows he's gonna come out at some point and attack her, like he did
Okay.
last time.
Keeping in mind it will still count as an expenditure of it this turn if he doesn't. Same as a spell.
I see. Oh, I took 12 damage before, didn't I? I need to make a concentration saving throw.
Yes.
Yep, I passed.
Oh, good. You can still do that if that's what you want to do. I'm just letting you know that.
She'll run out of points too quickly. She will drop down to the floor and run behind this pillar. I don't know how much movement that is.
From where you were, if it wants to actually load, that was 40. 40 feet of movement.
Okay. So 40 in total? Alright. She'll just take the dodge action.
Okay. You wait patiently behind the pillar. Your view from the other side obscured, but keeping a patient eye out for it.
Oh, she's
Again,
more
no
listening
attack
at this
comes.
point than... But yeah.
Your turn again.
She is very much going to die, by the way. This is not going to end well. Yep, she'll just dodge action again. She'll wait.
I mean, you did somewhat voluntarily take 25 points of thunder damage for no reason.
I didn't know it was lethal. That was not my intention.
A ball of lightning storm, not lethal.
I didn't realize it was a lightning storm.
I described it as such multiple times.
Clearly wasn't paying attention enough. I am very stressed, so thank you.
Alright. Again, you wait for some time, expecting the strike to come at any moment. Nothing happens.
The problem is, her only options are to dodge or take damage. And she will die if she takes another hit.
You
So
do have a
she-
third option.
What?
You can leave.
No! Who do you think she is?
Someone who's going to go and get help.
No!
Someone who's learning to use the wisdom that she actually has. That was just snarky bard.
She'll take the dodge action.
Okay. As you look around, you hear a small sound to your right. You turn to see a shadowy form of the creature lashing out at you, the blade bringing down. As it strikes at you, the entire form passes through you. As you turn around, there's another one striking from the other side, lashing out towards you as well. It again passes through you. Unfortunately, you don't hear it this time, and the strike comes from above, as he comes leaping down from the ceiling above you, striking out. Landing a critical hit.
At disadvantage?
He is not at disadvantage, because he has advantage on the attack, so it cancels it out.
So it's a flat roll. Oh no.
She's down.
No. Probably not, actually.
If it's a sneak attack, it's...
It's not full advantage because it is negated, so not a sneak attack.
Ah, yep.
It is only 16 points of damage.
She's
actually.
down. I had 13.
Oh. Thought you had 25 still.
Nope, I told you. She's down. If he hits her, she's down.
And do you know why this happened? Because Kovrek's scroll failed.
I'm grumpy.
You drop down to the ground. Bleeding profusely, but still alive. He walks over to you, one of his blades disappearing into his hand, and grabs you by your fur from the back of your neck and starts dragging you across the floor. He drags you over to the altar in front and throws you down on it, pulling your head up to look towards your god. And this is where he finally speaks again. Not in the same tone that you have heard him speak before, but in a more guttural and demonic voice that you would have heard from the Inquisitor.
I'm unconscious.
You are not unconscious.
Okay.
You are conscious. He throws you down and holds you in place. Just like your god. Pathetic. I look forward to cleansing this island before I take all of his power. There's nothing you can do to stop us. With his seal broken, we just need a few more. You are conscious and on 1 hit point.
Mm-hmm.
He has got you pinned, but he is just holding you by the back of the neck.
Can I now do the thing?
You can now do the thing.
Okay.
Believe it is a wisdom saving throw.
I'm looking.
What's the thing?
We'll find out.
Next time on Dragon Balls. Sorry.
Yes, wisdom saving throw 15. It's not
I
very
am
high.
going to invoke a DM reroll, please. Because I rolled a natural 1, and I would like to not roll.
This is the only time I can cast it, though! This is not fair!
Let them use
It's
them up now.
fine.
Let them use them up now. It's fine. Let them play a character. We can make new
You'll
ones.
roll a
we can make new
natural
ones.
2.
No! You are wrong.
A 3?
Yes.
You and I jinxed it earlier when we said
That's
rolling
great.
threes.
It's
He has a +7 to this save, and he still failed it twice.
Meant to be. She just
The
like
fates that say fuck you.
she gets entirely filled with anger and fury, and just as best she can turns around and goes, "No!" and just like grabs him.
But not with her body. Not with her hands. His body seems to stiffen in place. His eyes are still moving, and he is not able to shift his arms anymore. He still has a grip on you, but he's unable to shift it as you move about.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have to concentrate on maintaining this spell, but can I attempt to push him into the lightning?
Yes. You do. You can still hold concentration while doing that.
Cool. He gets a save at the end of every one of his turns to break out
Correct.
of this. She will use the rope. The magic rope of climbing.
Hmm.
To bind him and drag him up into the storm.
So you're using your, I believe it's bonus action to activate the rope?
It is an action to activate it, so it'll have to be next turn.
Yep, so he's failed his save and he's held, so it's your turn to activate it.
Yep, so she will activate it,
Alright,
and it
then
animates.
He'll get a save at the end of the turn while it's wrapping around him.
Mhm.
I rolled a 5.
Oh.
This is the one time I need him not to fail a saving throw, and he has a bloody high roll for it.
And she's just like,
But no.
and she's like, "You will not insult my people. You will not insult our god, and you will not hurt anyone else." And she just keeps going, and she is all the while dragging him and pushing him and using the rope to help tie and towards the storm.
So you're
as best
throwing
you
him up
can.
into the storm. I'll get you to make me an athletics check, please, as you try to hurl him into the storm. Knowing full well that's not one of your best rolls.
She advantage
unless you
with the
can,
rope.
unless you can give me a way that you think you could do this acrobatically.
If you allow me, she will use Fist of Unbroken Air. Nope, she can't because it requires 2, and she doesn't have enough. Shit! I don't have enough to do this.
You're welcome, Ash.
Ah!
Damn it,
Oh my
Ollie.
god! Oh my god, Audie. Butcher. Damn, I really wish I had fireworks right now.
Storm's answer to all problems: fireworks.
It's
I
been
don't wanna know
surprisingly
where they're
effective
gonna
so
go.
far.
No, she has nothing. Like, genuinely, she has used up everything. All I've got is my rope
Alright, well,
and my fists.
Then
if
yeet.
you can describe to me a way that you can do it in an acrobatic fashion to get him up there, then I will allow you to make an acrobatics check. Otherwise, it is an athletics check.
I
Hydrate.
do need some hydration.
Thank you, Jester. How you doing?
Is there a convenient hook in the ceiling?
Is there a swirling vortex you could throw the opposite end of the rope into? It's a storm. Storms pull and suck and churn and toss.
It was described as a vortex.
But is it like, does it have like that gravitational pulse to it?
Mm. Yes, it does.
So if you're willing to sacrifice the rope itself,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
because I don't think you're getting that sucker back.
Probably not. Well, in that
laugh because
case,
after all, it just spits it out afterwards.
in that case,
and
she'll
has
use
bonus.
a bonus action to tell the end of the rope to go into the storm.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time as trying to push him in.
Alright, athletics check, please.
Still athletics. There's not much I can do.
And at this point, I think it would be suitable to check if a player reroll would be appropriate.
What did you get, first of all?
9.
It's not bad, it's close.
I am happy for her to use a player reroll.
Me too.
I'm happy for that.
You guys sure? I'm pretty bad at rolling, man.
Yeah, but this is a pivotal story moment.
Okay.
It's only fair I used one.
Yeah.
I failed anyways.
Yeah, I vote you use one of the DM's rerolls.
It's alright, I'll use one of the players' ones.
Alright,
But I
guys.
don't like
How
this
do
deal
we-
because there's less player ones than DM ones.
Come
How
on,
to
Dice.
win a D&D. Cheat.
Come on, Dice. You can do this. Come on. Nat 20. Do it. It was Wes. Ah! I am not lucky,
Good.
guys.
You should have wore the cat things. Rolled
Oh,
better with
these.
those.
Stress hands.
Alright. The coil of rope does get sucked up into the vortex, and you feel, as you attempt to throw him, you feel that there is a tug at the rope as it starts to swirl up into the vortex. You do not get enough force to get him up into it, unfortunately. So he will have another saving throw. Fuck me. Rolled another 5. So he's still roped up and held in place.
Yes.
I
10
have a
turns. It's been
question.
4.
How is he actually responding to being slowly dragged into the vortex?
He can't respond. He's under the effects of hold person.
I knew it!
Oh, that's right.
He can't do anything at the moment except try and break free.
Hold person A.
So you have another attempt to try and get him up there. You can see the rope spiraling in the vortex. His weight enough seems to be there to hold him in place.
She will just keep pushing him. She will pull out her fucking stuff, whack him through if she has to fucking do it. Look, she's not intelligent, okay?
I'm gonna let you make an athletics check at advantage.
Golf him. Sure.
Go ahead. Make
Okay.
the athletics check advantage. But then I'm going to roll a d20 to see if your weapon survives this.
Oh, that was an 18 plus 1, so 19.
Alright. There is a loud, deafening crack as you put as much force behind your quarterstaff as possible.
Just get in there! Whack!
You get him up. Not enough to get him fully into it, but enough that the vortex does get a pull onto him, which does start dragging him up into it. However, your quarterstaff cracks off at the force you've used.
That's fine. Nunchucks. Kind of.
Nunchucks?
She'll turn him into nunchucks, that's fine.
Alright, now he needs to make a constitution saving throw as he gets electrocuted. That is 3 5s in a row, I would like to point out, that I have rolled.
That's
So-
mathematically very impressive.
Storm, can you do another levitate spell?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Okay.
Otherwise, she would have cast it on him, but she can also only
Yeah.
hold one or the other because they're concentration. So
Yep.
the one on herself has also borne out. Otherwise, she would have just picked him up.
He takes 36 lightning damage, as I rolled a bit higher on that than I did on you.
So we're gonna walk down there later and just smell barbecue,
Yeah.
and there'll be an injured Storm.
You see, as he starts swirling around in the storm, the rope around him starts to tear away as it is ripped to shreds by the winds and the lightning. What you also see is two balls of lightning forming together almost like hands, and they smash together on him. And now I roll a critical hit, of course.
Hey! Yes! Go it, Tua! You can do it! Beat him down! You got this!
I mean, it literally does not matter. There's literally no way you can survive this roll. But I am very curious to see what the total damage is.
Ash is just playing with himself at this point. You know what? Let's
I know.
just
I'm just playing with it.
Oh wait, what was the prediction? What did you all predict? That she'd die or that she'd win?
There's a
I think
prediction.
I think the winning vote was something unexpected, which I think this counts.
This is pretty unexpected.
Touche!
He takes
Actually, it was a
80
mixture between yes and unexpected happenings.
He
They would
takes-
have the same 40%.
82 points of lightning damage, or thunder damage. As he's...
Get clapped, bitch!
His cheeks got clapped.
And the rest of it.
Very dead. Very, very dead. His body is thrown forcibly out, smashing against one of the pillars. And even as he hits the pillar, you can already see it starting to burn away the same way as the Inquisitor did, crumbling to ash, and the blackened stone falling to the ground amongst the pile of ash.
Oh, she still throws each half of her stick at him. Flack, flack! That's what you get!
Alright.
Very many angry cat noises.
I will get rid of that initiative tracker. We don't need that anymore. He is very dead.
Did anything else survive? Oops, or just the start?
Just the black stone. You have your back to the storm at the moment as you throw the sticks at him in anger. The first noise that you hear that sounds different is a sudden cracking of lightning as it sparks out from its previously confined ball, hitting one of the pillars near you, with the lightning crackling along the rock face. The storm, as you turn around, seems to be changing in color, the red hue from it fading away. It seems to be expanding out for a moment and then starts condensing in, shrinking and shrinking and shrinking.
She would have jumped a mile at the lightning and just like fur all up on end.
It seems to be compressing in rather quickly. As it coalesces into a ball around about 5 feet in diameter, it starts taking new shape, forming it into that of about an 8-foot-tall man.
She's, at this point, hidden behind the altar. Because, yes, she could have hidden behind the pillars, but the altar is right there in
The
front
altar
of her.
that's only a few feet off the ground.
Yeah, she's just like... He is like...
His body seems to be made up almost entirely of a raging squall, with lightning crackling along his arms and his legs. His torso seems to be covered in a form of tunic of sorts. When storm is involved, the unexpected should be expected. Yes, that's true. He seems to take a moment to regain himself before standing to his full height and looking out across the room as if taking it in for the first time in some time.
She just quietly watches. She's like very confused and mildly in awe and like doesn't know what to do with herself.
In your language, he calls out, "Feather on the wind. I know you to be here still."
She like slowly peeks out. Yeah, it's me.
He takes a single step towards you and pauses for a moment. "Do you know whom I am?"
I presume you are Atua?
"That is correct."
See, I was a good student. She says, absolutely lying.
At this,
It's more like, let's put 2 and 2 together and maybe 50-50 chance I'll get it right.
At this, he takes another few steps forward.
Yep.
"Tell me, what do you know of me?"
You are the protector of our island, the creator of the storm, and the one that keeps us safe from the outside. I've been here for many, many, many generations.
"That is also correct. What else? What have the monks told you of me?"
That you are great and powerful and do not take kindly to outsiders, and you are powerful. Only speak to the one who should be speaking to you. What happened to him? Why am I here?
"I do not know what has happened to him, though this one," and he looks towards the charred marks on the ground of the ash pile, "usurped his position and used it as a way to confine me, attempting to drain me of my powers."
Oh, wait. But what? He was real, not like fake replacement or possessed?
"Not possessed, no. I sense that the real has been dead for some time, though I do not know where."
That kind of makes sense. He did
"Your
seem
people
kind of
think
soulless.
of me as a god. To a certain extent, this is correct, but in many other ways it is not."
I don't understand.
"I am what your people would refer to as a djinn, albeit a greater djinn.
Our gym?
A being composed of elemental magics.
I
My
see.
very essence is the wind and storms."
Like this? And she like plays with the air and the makes little whirlwinds in her hands.
At this, he chuckles, and the laugh echoes off the chamber. "Little feather, this was not how I expected to meet you. I had hoped it would be much sooner." but I understand you fled this sanctuary.
I
And that
did
is
not.
why I sent them out in search of you.
I did not think that we should ever meet. It is not my position to. I am not the speaker.
For many, this is true. Not of you.
I don't
What do
understand.
you remember of your mother?
My mother? Shut your giggling!
What do I remember of my mother? What do you remember of my mother?
Well, lots of pillow talk afterwards.
Well, to my conception.
Oh my
Well, you know, the
god!
picture of my mother just turns around and goes to me, oh, you mean this lady? This has a giant back tattoo of a love heart with both of them just kissing.
My mother was the same. I pegged my mother for this. Your mother pegged me. No, sorry.
Do I have to force mute you all?
I'll be good, I promise.
So that's where the genie's bottle went.
It's changed into my normal. Sorry, that's the ADHD talking. I'm gonna stop now.
For fuck's sake.
Is it
What
safe?
do you remember? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is. You can start talking. We'll see how we go.
Well, she was the last speaker before smoke. And she was fun, and she was kind, and she was tolerant, and she always taught me some very interesting things. I think I got my rebelliousness from her. She always encouraged me to go live at the little hut, to stay at the little hut on the beach. You know, in the forbidden... Oh wait, should I not be telling you this?
You say it as if I am not aware of it. You definitely got your rebellious side from your mother.
I did? I thought so. I knew it! Wait, oh yeah, you would have remembered. You would have known my mother.
I knew her in many ways.
Shut your giggling, you farts!
She was one with the elements in a way that like none other before. She was a free spirit. Shut the fuck up, honey.
So you did one with the elements. Just...
Immature giggling children.
Am I the Laura Bailey?
I've muted him.
But now we can just look on his face and go, oh yeah, he's got a good one.
At least Collard had the decency to mute himself.
That's because his brain is going to places only legally viewable in Mexico and Paraguay.
I came to love her as an equal. There is no easy way to convey this. I wish I had done so long ago.
Why do I get the feeling that you're like dancing around a really, really, really explosive fire instead of just being all like, hey, be careful, it's explosive, and just setting it off on fire, you know, like big boom, and it feels like song and dance. It's kind of awkward, and my hair is kind of sticking on end. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable.
You are so much like your mother, and you are right. It is Strange that I can create storms to surround this island and protect it for many generations, and yet saying just a few simple words comes so difficultly. Storm, you are my kin. You are not of the Tabaxi or the Leonin. You are Genasi, a half-Jinn.
I've
Have you
never
ever
heard of it before. It's not possible.
Have you ever wondered how you could control the storms in a way that none others could?
Not really. It kind of just happened. You know, like breathing.
As a Genasi, the element comes naturally to you.
But I've never heard of it before.
It is a well-kept secret amongst us. I had to hide my true identity from your people. They would not understand.
Okay. So let me get this straight. And she starts like pacing in circles around the altar. What you're saying is that you have been here for a long time, many generations, making wind and storm around the island for unknown reasons. Who knows? Maybe you were bored. Maybe you were stuck. Maybe you had an itch you couldn't scratch. I don't know. But you are here. And then Mama come along and she's like, hello, I am new speaker. How are you today? And she comes along and you fall in love. And then I don't want to think about how that works.
There is more to it than that.
Why did you let her die then?
That was not a choice, but yes, my fault. There are many things I have done that I am not proud of since you came into this world. Your people see me as a protector, however, I did so for selfish reasons. When the Great War struck and the powers were divided, I saw it as an opportunity to gain worshippers and followers who would devote themselves to me, gathering my power, growing it. I have reached a point where I can be considered of the godly plane. Almost. Suppose you would call it a demigod. But this came after meeting your mother and having you. And you brought a different perspective onto the world. It was no longer just about myself. I protected this island for you. Until you left it.
They were going
While
to
you
kill
were
someone
gone.
innocent.
Again, not one of my proudest moments, but I had to secure my motive power. And this was one such way. I do not claim to be a righteous man, or pious, or good. My motives were for myself. And unfortunately, this too led to your mother's death. While you were gone, I was in turmoil, and this allowed the usurper to step in. I'm not sure exactly how he managed it, but he was able to harness my power and confine me.
This is not the first time we have encountered his kind. And the other place we encountered it, they were also secluded, cut off from the rest of the world.
They have an air of familiarity to them. A lingering of a past time. I would be very careful treading forward. I think things are afoot in the world that may change the very fabric of reality.
At this point, she stopped pacing and she's now sitting on top of the altar with, not like on her ass, on her feet. So like her feet are on the altar and she's like crouched down. Why are you telling me all of this now?
It is my first time being able to see you face to face. How foolishly my own designs at keeping my power also kept you from me for all these years. The monks followed their traditions. And so I was not able to see you sooner. And then you fled before things could change. But also things are changing yet again. I will not be in this realm for much longer.
What do you mean? What what of the island?
Whilst it is true that I said I'd changed my perspective, you have proven capable and able to go out into the world and forge yourself a new life.
I
It
didn't
is
do it
time for me
alone,
to
you know.
leave this plane. I know. And what I offer is for you to not be alone. A portion of my power will be here with you, if you so choose it.
I'm still really confused. Are you going home?
No, not home. To a higher plane of existence. I will truly ascend into demigodhood.
All this while she's been like playing with like a rock. She like throws it in his direction and stands up. Why did you tell me all of this just so that you could leave?
Because I offer you a choice. You may take a portion of my power with you. Use it. Let it guide you. And in my own way, I will be with you.
Will I still be able to talk to you?
Perhaps in time as your power grows.
I have so many questions though. Like, did you only ever meet here? Or did you...
Feather,
Yeah.
you were distracted. Yet another trait you got from your mother. By taking this mote of my power, you will leave this island defenseless. They will be opened up into a world that they may not be ready for. You may choose instead to leave my moat here, and it will continue to protect this island and its people. I will re-strengthen and redouble the barriers, and you will never be able to return here. I am sorry to put such a burdensome choice upon you when we have just met. And I'm sure you have many, many questions.
You're really leaving us all behind?
It is my nature, the very essence of my being, to desire more.
I do not believe this is a decision that I can make alone. I think it is the decision of the people to decide if they want their lives to be interrupted and changed. I think they will be okay. They have people like Subtle. Who can teach them about the world on the outside. And Breath of Air can speak common. He is not stupid.
They
He's
are naive
stupid,
of the
but-
ways of the world outside. They have been too long detached from it. Perhaps they will survive. Perhaps they will not.
What of the island, though?
The island will continue on. They may stay here if they wish, but they will not be protected from others coming.
If the island continues to move, they will stay protected for a while longer.
Perhaps. Noah will protect them in his own way.
Is this a decision I need to make right now?
Of course not. You may have time, and as I said, I am sure you have many questions. I will do my best to answer what I can of them. Though I will warn you, some may not have the answer you desire to hear.
Okay, I have one question.
Proceed.
When I called out to you, could you hear me?
Of course.
Even after I left?
Of course. We are connected through the element of the wind. Your voice carries across it to me.
I always suspected that there was something suspicious going on with the winds. Can she insight check him?
Yes, of course.
Difficulty 27.
When you insert check a demigod.
14.
Exactly.
Not very high, but you
What-
know, it's okay.
You cannot get a true reading of him. There's no facial expressions truly to read, and his tone does not give away anything to you.
Atua, when I leave here, what am I supposed to tell the people?
That is for you to decide.
Oh
You are
yeah,
the new
sure.
voice.
I will just go out there and be like, oh hey, Atua killed the old voice because he was corrupt, and now I am the new voice. Oh, listen to me. I don't think they will believe me.
You must make them believe.
Do the windy thing.
We will quickly jump down to the party, who have shifted through the stonework.
We're coming, Storm!
Appearing in a dark cavern. It is almost impossible to see within inside. There is just the faintest of light where you can make out the shadowy figures of each other.
No, hold on, I haven't. I was about to say I have dark vision, but then I remembered I have not described that rune yet.
I do
Fine.
not.
So,
No dark vision for you, buddy.
so
Not yet. Give me a moment.
is it really, really hot in here?
It is quite warm in here, yes. In this part where you are at the moment, it's probably around 30 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
There's plenty in other countries.
Whew. That is
Also a dry heat. There's a lack of moisture in the air.
that is interesting.
Should have taken create, destroy water.
Let us proceed. I think I probably have a. Oh, actually, hang on. No, I don't. I probably have a torch somewhere that I can produce and light. Oh, I have a hooded lantern, so I'll pull that out and get that going.
No worries. You provide yourself with a bit of light.
Mug
Enough
can
to see
just stay in
down
the dark.
corridor.
So
You find yourself in a darkened cave. There does not seem to be any visible sign of how you entered here, having touched the statue. There is a small plinth in the middle of the chamber between you all that has the same small figurine of you believe to be a Tua's figure.
did Subtle come in with us?
He did not.
Oh.
Plausible deniability.
He's already broken enough rules. He didn't want to break one himself.
Shall we?
Shall how?
Walk forwards until we find Storm.
Do you have wisteria?
Yes.
Maybe that'll be a nice quiet way of checking things out.
Indeed.
Without, like, she might be deep in prayers, so maybe we shouldn't disturb her.
She barely knows how to meditate.
Understandable. Wisteria, I'll say this telepathically. Proceed down this tunnel until you find Storm, and report back with information of her position and well-being once you do. And
Is this map to proper scale?
If you're looking at the measure, then yes.
yes, so
Okay.
I
What I was
can't.
going to do is, I'm going to put a 60-foot aura so I can see how far the dark vision is. That's all.
Yep. But you also have the lantern.
So here's my question, Ash. When Wisteria makes it to the intersection, which way does she go?
Roll me a d4.
Okay. 4.
Natural one.
4? Bless you. Bless you again.
And again.
No,
No?
I don't get a third one.
Was
Was that a 4 you said?
Yes, 4.
She goes right.
Oh, okay.
You can
wasn't-
probably hear Storm. She's not talking quietly. It's probably
It-
echoing down the hall.
They are still quite a distance away.
No, but Wisteria probably can.
I mean, it is Yeah, 240 feet, give or take.
But there are also chambers with probably echoing. I guess the bubbling of the
Wisteria
lava
goes
would.
right.
Okay, Wisteria goes right. I don't get to see what she does, but I imagine we're walking as she's flying.
Yep.
So Storm at this time is asking him, okay, but what is down the right path? I went left when I turned at the pillar. What is down the right path?
It's just been some time since I have wandered my caverns. Last I remember, a reflecting pool.
Oh. 'Cause he said I would die if I went that way.
Curious.
Hmm.
I know not of any traps, unless he laid them himself. We'll go back down to the bottom.
Okay.
Less interruption.
It was something I wanted to ask, and then we jumped, and I was like, up.
Yep, it's alright. But this is happening in the meantime, so...
When Kovac gets to the point where she herself can see magma, she's going to pause and go, oh, okay. She's going to produce like a long linen scarf that's like a dull purple color, will apply some water to it from her water skin, wrap it around her head and neck. She'll then use the like curved shape of the water skin and like tuck it in behind her neck, and then just freeze it. Because Vidalkin are partially amphibious, and I feel like being around magma is not going to be doing her any favors.
Do terrible things to your skin.
Magma.
So
You'll need to moisturize after this trip.
So she does that, and she's going to be
Yes, Sandra.
she's going to be incrementally using prestidigitation to cool her scarf, water skin, and clothes, just to regulate her temperature a bit more. Oh, good. It certainly would have been beneficial to learn that this mysterious magical island that is traveling around of its own accord also contained an active volcano.
You didn't ask.
Yeah.
That's not really the most important thing, is it?
It's a little uncomfortable.
How come Sam's been
Yes.
left behind?
Because Sam hasn't moved himself yet.
Meanwhile, Thalai is literally just sweat.
Yes. This is hell.
At
I'm
least
using
you-
a new internet browser and I have to relog into everything and I totally forgot.
You actually come back in. You come into the chamber as Wisteria is flying back down from the right hand side.
Okay. I'm out.
Do you give her an instruction? Because otherwise she will follow her current instruction, which is to keep flying until she finds Storm.
Oh, well then, if I don't see her like go to fly towards me,
Mhm.
and I'll see her go left, I'll assume she didn't find Storm in the right, and will follow her off to the left,
Mm-hmm.
because that's just logical. So proceeding along, not enjoying the temperature at all.
In fact, Sam is
I-
probably one of the only ones who doesn't mind this temperature.
I was literally going to say, like, Sam probably feels actually probably more at home in some ways. Not like, oh yes, I'm perfectly comfortable and cozy, but like, we'll actually for once put the hood down, and just kind of like stretch, like, oh, this is going to be a good steam soak. It's good for the muscles.
Thalai
Just turn
walks next
into a
to you.
lizard. And just
Well,
like
I mean,
on a rock, just going, oh.
I can't do that. Only Sam can turn into the Komodo dragon.
You can turn into a small lizard, but Thalai, meanwhile, is just walking next to you, and you're just getting the constant drip, drip, drip,
At
drip.
various points, you'll get
sweat.
like a prestidigitation on each of you to like cool down your shirt or something.
I was gonna say, Thalai is
Thalai is
slowly
not wearing
shrinking in
shirt.
size as sweat comes
Thalai-
out.
Is he
Thalai is
wearing
not
any clothing?
Yeah, he's wearing the pants. Remember, he
Okay.
did the challenge with the pants.
You get cool pants.
I mean,
it's
I'm pretty
probably
sure he was already
water.
wearing cool pants, if you
Pants.
know what I mean. Alright.
Yes, they're well ventilated because they're assless.
Looks
Oh
like
my
chips
God,
are back
no.
on the menu, boys. It was half off, get it? Because there's no butt part to it.
Oh dear.
I understand why I get muted. Yeah.
So,
Yep.
so because Wisteria's like twice as fast as Kovac, I'm guessing that Kovac's like at this point when she sees Wisteria take a
Flying
right
the corner.
turn.
As Wisteria comes around the corner, Storm, you probably hear the flapping of wings, and you see Atua raise his hand up at the ready, as if about to strike.
And she stands directly in front of me and goes, "Wait, no!"
You know this one.
I think so. Wisteria, is that you?
Whoo! She leaves.
Did we hear...
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Would we have heard Storm's voice yelling out, "Hey, no"?
Yes, as you came around the corner, you would be hearing it echo through here now.
So, weapons out, run down the corridor.
Um,
Yeah, I sprinted hearing that.
Yeah.
We come around the corner, we look at the new person, we're like, stranger danger! And we attack.
You come around the corner. First thing you see is the torn membrane that was covering the entrance. Wisteria flies back onto your hand, Kovac. And you come around the corner to find an 8-foot tall walking Storm.
And Storm standing on the altar.
His body is that of an extremely muscular man, wearing a form of tunic, though the tunic being slightly opaque, the rest of him being transparent with clear signs of wind moving within it and lightning bolts constantly crackling along the surface. Whilst you can make out a face, you can't make out pupils or any kind of true features to the face. It's definitely a face, but the ears are undefined, the eyes are there, but a nose is not really defined.
So the important question, are we talking Robin Williams or are we talking Will Smith? The Aladdin genie?
Rob,
Are we talking about a weird version of, what was it? What was it called? From Fern Gully.
Oh,
The
gross!
slime.
No.
He was kind of hot at the same time.
Honey, I
You
love
can-
you.
You can like if you want to, you can like him, but I'm not gonna.
That's perfectly valid. It's perfectly valid.
Don't try and make this normal. That's not normal.
kind of a combination between the two to answer your question, Mick.
So, Kovac will. So, does Storm hold her like no position once Wisteria's gone?
No, she turns towards him and with her arms on her hips and still standing on the altar and like, "You can't be so hostile to everybody that comes past. Sheesh, how did you ever woo my mother? Goodness
we-
gracious! How
So
did
we
you?" Yes.
round the corner hearing that, and Kovac just announced, "Storm."
Do you not? How do you make Oh, hey
Are you okay? Are you?
She is
Who's the-
like
Who's the
bleeding
bozo?
and cut up and like battered and bruised. She does not look good at all. You're not even sure how she's standing at this point.
Got it.
But she is like hands on hips, bossing this 8-foot thing around, standing on the altar, looking up at him still. Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Actually, I'm in a lot of pain.
We were concerned by Smoke's absence.
Oh, it's fine. He's never coming back.
Mug will walk over to you.
Oh, it's
Really?
fine.
Why?
He's
What happened?
never coming back.
I mean, technically, it makes it fine.
That's
I
like
am-
the most zero context answer ever.
It's Storm. You ever expect context?
I
But
am
it's not incorrect.
I am decently confident that Kovac's passive investigation is high enough to see the like vaguely humanoid-shaped scorch mark on the wall and just go,
Whereas Mug goes over to Storm, reaches out about to cast a spell, and then whispers, "Do we need to hide the body?" And then casts Cure Light Wounds.
She just looks over to the ashen pile. Does it have a thing in it like the other ones did?
There is the blackened crystal sitting within it.
She goes, no, it's okay. He was like the other lady.
"Why are we finding these everywhere that we go?" And then Kovac's perception kind of broadens, and she sees like next to the scorch mark, just the pile of arcanum crystals, and goes, "What?"
At all of this time that you've very casually been walking around talking to Storm, Atua is standing with his hand still partially raised. He did lower it from a direct attack position, but still partially raised, and is kind of looking around like, who the fuck are these guys just walking into my territory?
Mug will
Storm,
turn over and go, "It's
Bozo in the
okay.
Tunic.
It's okay. We'll get you in a minute. We just want to make sure Storm's okay."
And Storm's just like, Kovac, don't touch anything that you're not meant to. This place is sacred.
And full of raw arcanium.
So,
Storm,
sacred.
Is the
Yes.
we'll treat it like you treat everyone else's important things.
Oh,
As even-
does that mean we just gotta smash it and take it? Because that's what Storm would do in the other place.
See,
No.
yeah, that's the joke. That's the
No,
joke.
we're going to
You
wait
got it,
until
big guy.
Storm looks the other way, and then we're going to steal it.
But I haven't stolen anything.
But you've taken things but not put them back, haven't you?
No, I purchased all of my things.
Oh yeah,
Ex-
that's my thing. Never mind.
Except for the things that
the rest of the party, other than unfortunately Mug, would remember that she definitely used to steal things from the kitchen in the Xel'nari all of the time.
It's food! I should have... Food! She also
It's
stole a
still
plate
things.
Apparently, food is
out of
different.
spite. She stole a plate out of spite. It was also covered in food. Food. Hey, they called her a pet. She showed them who's boss.
It's true. She has
I
stolen a
steal
platter, yes. A silver platter that you still have, I believe.
No, I think I throw it at someone. Throw it.
You must be.
No, I still have the silver
Atua.
platter. Oh yeah, guys! Okay. Everybody gather around. Come over here. It's fine. It's a little toasty. Don't touch anything. I can't guarantee that it will not kill you. I don't know. I've never ran here before. But, come on close.
Yep.
She just waits while standing on
Everyone.
top of the...
Cautiously moving in.
Okay. Everybody, this is Atua. This is Kovac and Thalai and Mug and Wisteria and Sam and That was not ordered to say this. And Sam's twin brother is Samuel, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And this is Mr. Nibbles.
Oh yeah, Mr. Nibbles.
Just show and tell to a god.
So,
This is Mr.
Storm,
They're introducing Wisteria.
does this person have the same name as your god, or is something else happening?
Well, and she turns to him and goes,
I am not quite a god, but I am the one who has protected this island for generations.
Well, you've done a shit job of it. The people here are crap.
"Hey!"
Yeah,
This-
you'd
Not
say the
yet
same
a
thing.
God, not
This
No,
he
I
actually
mean-
chuckles.
Look,
Yeah.
they're a little misguided, but they're not
Yeah.
crap.
I mean, wanting to
Devin-
kill people that accidentally end up here on due to the nature of the island, shipwrecking unfortunate ships that pass by it.
Yeah, okay, you
Devin
got some
Slade?
explaining to do, and she turns back to her tour.
And I mean, that was also your words. You said they self they're crap.
I mean, but was it his words? Was it just some form of Chinese whispers or something? Because technically, part of religion and a god is interpretation.
And then she turns back to you with like a don't you challenge, are you careful what you're saying? Are you questioning my mother's words?
I
I
think your
mean-
mother continued a tradition which has its roots in a bad idea.
That is probably true, but you can blame her to her.
And
We all turned to look at her to her.
Okay.
Regardless of your socio-economic policies, I cannot argue with the results of your arcane implementation, the spellcraft required to maintain this protective storm. It's very impressive.
He's kind of looking down on you like, these little shits.
Yeah,
Like
we
you
know what
wouldn't
we're
believe.
about.
But having someone actually say something constructive. He looks over to Kovac and goes, and then looks back to Storm and goes, these must be your friends, the ones who have guided you and protected you through this time.
But they are more than just friends. They are like my family.
At this, he seemingly goes to sit down, but hovers down just a few feet above the ground, sitting in a reclined position. Though your words sting, you are welcome here. Any friends of my little feather are friends of mine.
She looks really embarrassed and looks away.
Did you guys get engaged or something while I was gone?
Ew!
Like, obviously, Sam's got no idea what's going on. It just sounds like it's like, oh, my little feather's like, oh, they've become romantically inclined already.
Wait, this is Storm. Storm's her name.
Actually,
It is the name you know her by, but not the name she was given at birth.
What? You mean you've been going by a completely different name this entire time and never told us? How could you? Just looks completely.
yeah, she goes, yes,
At
Samantha.
this, Samuel punches you in the shoulder. Like, oi, shut up.
I'm gonna kick you in the dick. He's mentally dead.
And in your mind, just go, shut the fuck up.
At this point, this is where Storm sits down on the altar instead of standing. Goes, okay. So, my name on the island, or the name in which I am known by, is Feather on the Wind.
It's a nice name.
Oh.
When I left, I decided to choose a new name. And I am the survivor of the storm. So I chose Storm. It seemed fitting. And I like to play with the wind. And she does the little tornadoes in her hands again.
You see Kovac pulls out a notebook and turns back a decent number of pages in it and makes a few amendments to a pre-existing section and then closes it.
And as she watches you do that, she goes, and apparently this is my father.
You know those moments when people do the whole look around and then it's the head tilt? It's like, but for Sam being so short, it's more like a.
At your mentioning of surviving the storm, he hangs his head for a moment. And it is yet another thing I must apologize to you for.
Wait, why? I have some really cool scars. Look at them!
I had tried to keep you here, but you were so determined. You didn't even know it back then, but your powers were enough to guide you through the storm, allow a way out. If you had not had those powers, it would have torn you asunder.
So you tried to keep her here, but you didn't tell her that you're her father. You just tried to enslave her magically in an island.
Oh no, this island was already magically enslaved long before that. I mean, under protection of Storm.
Part of me assumed that it was just to keep you in, Storm, because stranger things could have occurred.
Look, I mean, I only know what people have told me, but it's always been there as far as I know.
This society has been suffering from some communication issues. Regardless, it is a pleasure to meet a member of Storm's family.
Yes.
You may question my methods, but
Yes, I may.
they were effective.
Were they?
These people have survived without war or famine or conflict for generations.
But, Atua,
But at what cost?
isn't that how people grow? And learn and progress and become stronger and wiser?
At this he chuckles for a moment.
You do not get to have a moral high horse because you stole choice from someone to keep them safe. That is not protecting them. That is slavery of the spirit. If you cannot choose, then you have had your most basic freedom taken from you. I understand you're powerful.
I do not disagree.
But
I have explained my reasons to my father.
Mug, you have to remember that a lot of these people don't want to be away from the safety and comfort of their imprisonment.
I'm sorry, Storm. Your father's no better than the Kalishtar.
I mean, I didn't say I liked it. I left for a reason.
The people here may be safe and comfortable, but they're not truly safe. To be safe to a certain extent is to be prepared for what may at some point cross your path. And if these people don't know what exists in the wider world, I used very, very simple magics in their presence, and they were gobsmacked.
I think that their isolation has bred ignorance, and their ignorance is a danger to them, especially, and she turns to Atua this way, especially if you're going to leave them.
As I said, I will leave my power behind. I will not be distracted a second time.
But it's only a matter of time before someone finds a way to get past it. Or they discover the island and become determined. Sometimes the biggest walls are the things that encourage more curiosity. If the island was a place people could come and go from freely, it might be more peaceful this way than if it were to be discovered with too much interest and curiosity.
He turns to the rest of the group rather than to Storm. Perhaps you can help her make a decision. I will explain my true purpose here to you all. I am not quite a god. I am what you would call a greater djinn, bound of the element of storms.
That makes more sense.
I have used an opportunity from the Great War to bind followers to me. It was mutually beneficial. I did protect them, isolating them away from the others. For that, they were able to ride out the war that may have consumed them otherwise. And to my own gain, I have gained power over time. I do not claim to be moral. I do not claim to be good. And I do not seek your acceptance. I am what I am. But you may try and guide Storm down the right path. Whichever that may be. I am leaving behind a mote of my power. I offer it either as protection for this island, and they will continue as they are. I will actively protect it, as I swore to Storm's mother that I would. Bless you.
Bless you.
You were blessed
Or
by a god!
she may take up this power and use it as she sees fit. And I will be protecting her, as I had also promised her mother.
And you want Storm to decide?
It is her decision to make.
No, it
Did
isn't.
she
It is her birthright, this power.
You
is she
are
allowed to
asking.
leave this place and decide and come back?
Of course. I will give you 1 day to decide.
I think we need to talk to the people and find out what they want.
Yes.
I think you need to do that.
I still
If
haven't.
we're to do it. Karen, sorry.
I still haven't figured out how to explain all of this. Hey, Atua, how
Yeah.
much of this do you actually want us to tell them?
I leave this to you.
Sure, yeah. Leave the, absolutely best at talking. Okay, it's
Really
fine.
proving
You know
yourself
what?
here, right?
It's fine. I can do this. I convince them not to kill you guys through
They
sheer
will notice
stubbornness
that
and
you speak
determination.
With my blessing.
I just
That's
think
it,
if it
Atua!
comes...
Quick, give me
I
your
don't know.
blessing. Give me something that is your blessing. What can I show them that proves it?
It
I mean,
will
can't you
come.
just do the woo thing anyway?
Oh yeah, they don't know that I can do this. And she just does the tornadoes in her hands again. They don't know. I never show them.
If this comes from any of us, they'll just take it as interference. Even though they've accepted us, I think it's going to be better.
We can talk with those they will listen to. But I think we need to explain what they face out there. A decision made without knowledge is not a true decision. We need to explain the dangers that they face and the threats, and what is the pros and cons of this decision.
Right,
For
Indeed.
them to be informed.
right now, the people are very ignorant.
Well, then
Like-
I will hold some lectures.
Like I was when I left. I am lucky that my mother taught me just a little bit about.
Kovac, make a 1-hour lecture, and
Mhm.
I'll tomorrow you'll be able to speak cat for 1 hour.
Splendid. We'll
So
begin.
in other words, make a half-hour lecture because you do tend to waffle on a little bit.
I'm able to maintain a sensible cadence in my notes and match it in my speech.
Mm.
Regardless, this is an interesting This is an interesting parenting choice you've made. I was hoping to encourage Storm to take on more responsibility, but that took the form of her being responsible for a half-orc, not the trajectory of an entire society.
Oh yeah, where's Thog?
Atua,
And the
have you
ship.
seen
No.
Thog? I lost him. I can't find him on the island.
Apparently, to everyone else, he looks just like me. I don't see it.
You know,
What are
Other-
you talking about, man? Don't know what you mean.
I do not know if he has made it to the island. My powers have been crippled, and even still, they take time to return to me.
How is it? Do you suspect that your power was dampened?
I am unsure of the methods they use. He looks over to the reddened arcanium. I believe some enchantment of sorts that they have cast upon these stones.
Oh. Have these
That's
stones always been here?
Of course.
Interesting.
Arcanium grows where motes of power reside.
Kovac, you'll get a telepathic message from Mug going, no.
She turns her head over to Mug and she just says, What do you mean no?
Storm is also
Meanwhile-
glaring a hole into your head.
Meanwhile, however, Thalai is also looking for some interesting material that could probably be used for very important crafting materials.
I think this will be the deciding factor for whether the people here can weather the storm. No pun intended.
They couldn't weather me.
Do you not understand the academic magnitude of this discovery?
Yes.
Kovac, would you
And
like
I
it if
don't
I
care.
stole books from your library?
That is not the same as this situation.
Absolutely it is.
Ottawa has just said that an incredibly rare, powerful resource that up until this point we in the circles of academia have known to be finite is a renewable resource that can be produced from this location.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Why not?
Because the
Because
gods go on
Atua is
home.
leaving.
Oh.
So, Kovac, what I would think would be a good option to show the largesse and magnanimity of the Xel'nari, you can negotiate with the people of this island if they wish to acquire or have access to study in return for something of equal value.
Education. I cast detect magic.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wish to understand what has been done to this Arcanium.
And
Um,
Storm in the meantime would be like, no, Mug, you cannot just offer research and invasion of sacred place. This is the seat of Atua. You cannot do this.
No, you need to discuss that with the people of this island. Going forward, this is not a holy place. It is a place of tradition, of what was past. If they wish to continue to have it as holy, that is up to them. And you may convince them to go one way or the other. But I do think that they have had choice stolen from them. They need to choose. If they are to drop the storm, then they will need to make alliances. They will need to make deals. And they will need to have allies in this world.
Mug, Kovek, I will trust that you will not take advantage of my people's ignorance.
I will not.
I will do nothing without consent.
I will trust that you will teach them the value of the island and the things that they possess.
Absolutely.
If they wish, I will act as opposing negotiator against Kovek.
Yes, that sounds like a wonderful idea.
Sorry. Go. Ash did detect magic.
Yes, and I was trying to respond.
Yep.
You get what can only be described as instant magical feedback. Kind of like a flashbang going off in your eyes.
Ow!
Too much?
Am I able to adjust?
No, there is a lot of magic in the area. A hell of a lot, and it is overwhelming to your senses.
Okay, if I can no longer see, because of this, I will drop concentration on detect magic, and just ow.
Can you not identify instead?
I thought I would gain initial insights first, and then pry deeper. I have not had the fortune of handling Arcanium in person before. We mainly reviewed images during my studies. Ow. Oh, great Artua, do you consent to me casting further magics on these rocks to understand what has been done to them?
I will not stop you from investigating.
Okay, I'm gonna walk away from the conversation and we'll begin ritual casting identify on one of the smaller clusters.
Mug's going to turn to... Sorry, was someone else going?
Oh no, I'm just walking over to be with Kovac.
Yep. Just standing over, looking over, going, careful.
No touchy.
I want to touch it! I want to touch it!
You have to for an identify anyway, I think.
Yes, you do.
I produce a pair of gloves.
Mug's going to turn to Artua and go, while you're leaving this island, are you still going to try and keep your daughter safe? And he's going to use his telepathic ability to read the god's mind, because that's a smart thing to do.
I don't think smart's in our vocabulary, I'm not gonna lie.
She did fly intentionally into a storm and almost kill herself.
Yes. We are team questionable life choices.
Yes. Unconventional
Not
Actually,
necessarily
yeah,
poor.
you know what, that tracks.
and questioning.
He looks to you. I have given you my option. My power on this realm can only do so much. Of course, my intention is to guide and protect her, but doing so will leave no protection for her people. So it is a choice I give to her. You are unable to sense his mind.
Storm.
Worth a shot.
No. I just had a really insulting thing in the back of my mind.
Storm suddenly gets up and like leaps over to him, to a tour. Goes, "Can I touch you?"
I believe it to be so.
She like pokes it.
There is the frizzle of static as her hairs kind of like gravitate towards him. Like the effect of rubbing a balloon against your hair.
She like puts her like both her paws next to him and just watches as the fur is, like. Okay, this is really entertaining.
As you actually make contact with him, it is
I said nothing.
You should have put that in memes. As your hand actually makes contact with him, it is that feeling of running your hand along those metal laptops where it's that weird, almost vibrating feeling.
Oh, like that static, like almost like that vibration as you like run your hands over it.
Feeling here.
Oh.
It's a very strange and unnatural feeling. It does not feel like skin.
You feel weird. Does it feel like that for you too?
I feel your fur and your skin underneath.
I will try something. And she casts her elemental thing, and like her hands have like a layer of wind around them, basically. And then she tries to touch him and sees what happens.
It would be basically the same. That's just the feel of his skin.
I was curious.
You finished casting Identify, Kovac.
Gee.
As far as the spell is able to identify, this is Shards of Arcanium. Extremely charged charge of Arcanium, but it is not able to identify anything more to them. However, you do identify another element in there. That seems, and upon closer look, you also notice shards of a blackened, like, metallic ore that is embedded into the Arcanium. And there seems to be the red wispiness within the purple that's normally Arcanium is seeming to emanate from that.
Interesting.
Thalai,
Yes.
can I get you to make me a Smith check with advantage?
Oh. I thought about to say a wisdom saving throw, and I was like,
These two glowing blades start coming out of your arms.
All right. Okay. With advantage. What ability am I basing this off?
This would be off your
Intelligence.
intelligence or wisdom,
Both are +1, so
so it doesn't matter.
it does not matter.
But you'll add your smithing tools bonus to it.
So proficiency and then the +1 from the smithing tools I have in my bag. Yep. Unfortunately, I don't get the double proficiency because I'm not wearing anything with the fire.
But I will give you advantage on this roll.
Yep. Well, good thing for advantage.
sorry.
total of 23.
Okay. You recognize the description of this this metal alloy. It's referred to in your book of metallurgy as infernal iron. That is what the authors have named it. Its true origins are pretty much unknown, other than it definitely comes from the Nine Hells.
Kovacs, Thalai is just leaning over and looks in and goes like, pretty sure that's infernal iron. Yeah.
Oh? Have you encountered this before?
No, just read about it. That's what we call it. But whatever it is, it comes from the Nine Hells.
Its presence is having an adverse effect on the Arcanium. I would like to attempt to remove it, but I'm not familiar with its properties.
What? Because I've read it in the book. I can't remember though, because I don't have the actual. I mean, what were the properties of the infernal iron again?
Not much is really known about it, other than the Infernals use it to create armor and weaponry and other crafts.
Yeah, I
Artua?
don't know much about it. Sorry.
Artua?
Yes.
I believe I have found a potential solution to your problem. May I attempt to remedy this?
Of course.
Step one, I'm going to reach out with my telekinesis and just apply like the smallest amount of pressure to one of the pieces to see if they're able to be moved or if they're quite firm in there.
With the pressure that you add to it, it looks like with enough force it could be removed.
Okay. Is it force that a mage hand can provide?
No, not strong enough.
Okay. And compared to the crystals, how big are these things? Like, is a crystal like this big and the shards are like that big?
The crystals are probably each piece is roughly about that big in size, and probably about so in length, about half a foot, and probably about 6 to 7 centimeters in circumference.
Okay.
And the shards themselves that are stuck into it are probably around about that of a pencil.
Okay.
So quite thin and sharp, and used to pierce it.
So is it shards of infernal metal stabbed inside the crystals? Am I reading that?
Yeah.
Thalai, it feels like these should be movable. However, I don't fully understand the effect it might have on someone who tries. Are you willing to attempt it?
Without hesitation, Thalai just he wraps his hand in a bit of loose cloth, grabs one of the shards, and tries to pull it out.
I'll get you to make me an athletic strength check, please.
Yep.
And it's a good thing you wrapped your hand in the cloth. You can feel the burning heat of it through the cloth.
Do I have any more bonuses or just this?
It is just an athletic.
That's only an 11, I'm afraid.
You give some effort to it, but you kind of recoil at the feel of the heat through it. You wonder that if you hold on for too long, that it may actually ignite the cloth. It's hot enough to do so.
I need something that's a bit more fireproof to get.
You have your smith's tools, which means you do have your smith's
tongs,
gloves,
and tongs.
I will try the smithing gloves first and pull out with that. So I'll try again. That's better. That's a 17 this time.
Okay. With a little bit of an effort and a bit of jiggling back and forth, you are able to rip out one of the shards.
So it's about yay long, thin as a pencil.
It's about that big. A little bit wider at the top than at the bottom. It is almost sharpened to a point where it is embedded in, although it is slightly cracked at the bottom where it has obviously made contact and splintered a bit.
Korvik,
Yes.
I'd like to gather and keep these for experimentation. If you have something suitable to keep them in.
Well, I'm given to understand that Storm has a very heavily reinforced box she's no longer using.
Storm, we need that reinforced box.
Totally.
That apparently has nothing in it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have anything on me right now.
Storm, I
That-
need the reinforced box, so things I'm pulling out can't be used to harm anyone, and thus I can look at them in a safe manner when we're back at Xel'nari.
No, I mean actually.
Ow!
My backpack is upstairs.
And don't forget, larger items may have been on the ship.
Weren't you carrying them in your bra?
No.
No, she tipped it from the box into her bra.
Delightful.
Hold on, what have I got in my...
That
Don't you still have some of those detonation packs? Or did you use all of them?
all her explosives are gone. She is very sad. That being said, I do have the bra of holding that I can put them in. It's for safekeeping.
I don't want to put infernal metal near your body if that could be helped. As I say, as I grab the next one and start yanking that one out.
It's a what do you explain it like? Extra dimension pocket hole?
Ash, that was a nat 20 for a total 28 to play next one.
You realize that it's
Yeah, I was gonna
with your gloves on, it's safe for you to be able to do so. So you can
Yeah,
just take your time on ripping them out now.
I'm gonna pull all of them out, and I'll spend the rest. I'll do the rest of the encounter with that. How many of these nails, we'll call them infernal iron nails, am I?
There's about 3 to 4 in each crystal.
So.
Upon ripping all of them out of one,
7, 30, 33, 36, 30. Sorry, 42, 45, 47.
What?
Sorry, is each individual thing a crystal, or is that just one crystal cluster here? Sorry. So you got, what, 2 here, or is that just 1?
You got 2 there, yeah.
So 2 there, another 2 here,
He's counting his spoils.
Yes.
3 here.
Count internally.
Yeah.
Yes. As you rip the last of them out of one of the crystals, you notice that the red vapor within seems to be dissipating. But as you do so, the crystal itself starts to vibrate. And it seems to be building in intensity.
Is this a normal property for Arcanium?
No.
Is that about to detonate?
Can I make an Arcana check to try and understand what's happening?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hey, Kovac. do you know what-
Yes.
That looks really dangerous. What do you think's going on? I think you should really think hard about it. Have
Six-
about a conspiration.
Thank you. 17.
17. You believe that it has been absorbing magic into it beyond its normal capacity. And yes, it is possibly about to overload. You have seen something like this, or rather, you haven't seen it yourself, but you have definitely heard of it happening.
Interesting.
The explosion can be quite volatile.
I think we should leave, shouldn't we?
I'm gonna pull out one of. So wait. So when it explodes, is the crystal intact?
No, it explodes.
Okay, and
And I will get you to make me an initiative roll.
Everyone or just Kovac?
Kovac and Thalai, as they are the only two who are currently in a position to do something about this.
Oh no.
18.
Okay.
Hold on. D20.
Oh. You're looking around going, I got him! I got him!
Well, I've only got the 6 if it starts with 1.
Alright. Kovac, you react in time. What do you do?
I'm gonna jump up. I'm gonna like put an arm against Thalai's chest and push him backwards. Are you willing to be pushed backwards?
I will say I'm more surprised than anything because like I've just been focusing on pulling out that 6th one. I don't realize what's going on, so it's like oh. So yes, I will.
I will push it backwards against the wall. I'm gonna pull a bead of force from my bracelet and I'm gonna throw it at the point between. I'm gonna throw it at the corner between the column and the ground where the crystals are, and have it just go.
Are any of us in that space?
You
No,
shouldn't be.
you're far enough back away from it.
Okay.
And because Kovac threw Thalai back, he is no longer in the space either. The bead expands literally just in time. As it's expanding around, covering the stone, you can see the stone shattering into 1,000 pieces and exploding out in a purple, almost mushroom cloud contained within the bubble. The ground in the cave shakes with the force of it, but it is contained within the bead of force. The light that you see emanating from it is very, very familiar. It looks very much in nature to that of the beam of energy you saw hit the sky.
Oh.
I was wondering. Also, we now have the best catapult weapons. You put the crystal on the catapult holder, and then you put a piece of string to the shard holding it in place, so that stays with the catapult, and it flings the crystal.
Just
What
create
will we do without you, Mug? What will we do without you?
Obviously, not have weapons of mass destruction.
I was going to say, this is the
Obviously.
equivalent of a Fat Man launcher from Fallout 4.
Sorry. I should dub them weapons of mug destruction.
Thalai is just looking shocked, holding the six nails, and it's just like,
Huh?
Should I stop pulling the nails out, Kovac?
For now, I believe further study is warranted.
Kovac, what are you doing over there?
I am making very fascinating discoveries.
Let's talk to the others.
I start making notes. It's all very interesting.
Thalai will wrap up. Now that the nails are out of the crystal, are they still hot? Or have they started to
Yes,
cool
they're still
down?
hot. No, they're still hot. That is just a natural property of the metal.
So if you
would
hammer them
it-
flat into a flame-tongue dagger,
would there be something amongst the smith's tools that I can use just to contain the 6 nails?
Anything that is designed to withstand heat will be able to withstand them.
Okay.
A sturdy enough wood could withstand them for a decent amount of time.
if there's 6 of them and they're pencil-sized, I do have a scroll case that you can put them in. It'll scorch the inside. I'll get a new one.
Oh, thank
So
you, Mug.
the thing is, the
No,
problem is that
take it
when Storm came down here, she didn't bring any of her stuff.
A tour actually calls out to you, "Stand back from the crystals. If they are to be weapons, then I will remove them."
May I attempt to understand what is happening further first? This phenomenon is not the first observation that we've made of this effect, and I want to understand.
Roll me a
Did we
persuasion,
see the
please.
explosion from where we were, like the coloration of it? and
Yeah, you
things?
definitely saw it. It was not a hard thing to see. It was
Yeah, it's like, oh,
filled the entire bubble
wow.
of the ball.
19.
19?
Nipples.
Thalai is nodding alongside the Kovek.
Nod and
Uh,
smile. It's a time-honored technique.
This is the, we need to just let Kovek do what Kovek do.
He thinks for a moment. You may stay, the others should leave for safety. Storm, I will leave it up to you whether or not you stay.
She's-
If you have more questions. But if another one of them is to explode, then I will destroy the rest before anything else can happen. A chain
I-
reaction in here would be cataclysmic.
I think they
That's a good
only
one.
explode if all the nails are removed. If there's at least a nail.
There's one over
Did I break you?
It took me a
Took
moment
me a
to
minute.
realize what you said.
Took a hot minute.
If I think at least one nails in each crystal, they do not explode.
That would stand to
They'd only
reason.
They'd only start that reaction when I remove the nails from these two.
It's possible that if we are to do this sensibly, the nails may need to be removed far more slowly because you removed all of them in rapid succession. Perhaps if one is removed and then you wait,
So,
and then
Kovek,
another.
this may be a foreign concept to you, but the god might know more in general than you do.
I can respect that as a possibility.
Mug, I thought they said they weren't a god.
No, they're becoming a greater god.
I am a demigod.
Oh, that thanks.
I am halfway between the realms. I believe, looking at this, that those shards are somehow acting as some form of amplification and absorbing the magical energies within this chamber.
And
So while you were imprisoned or your powers nullified, all your powers were going into these crystals.
It was sapping me, yes.
are you still feeling negatively affected?
No. With the death of that creature, it seems whatever enchantment he had cast has passed. But that makes me wonder if these are now degrading, and you merely sped up the process.
Kovek, do you want to perhaps investigate just in case?
Absolutely.
Kovek, I'm sure
I'd like to go and assist Kovek with that.
I'm sure you'll make the right decision as to whether your hubris could destroy an entire race of people. If you take too long for your own self-absorbed quest for knowledge compared to the greater good that you have sworn to protect and defend with your life. I'm sure you'll make the right decision on that.
Storm just chimes in with, "This is an active volcano. You do realize that, right?"
Funnily enough, this would not be the first time my players have vaporized a mountain.
Mug,
Won't be the last either.
Mug, your condescension is noted. Storm,
Good.
I actually had noticed I am sweating like no tomorrow. I will be quick.
Mug, I'll drag her out if she's taking too long.
None of that filled me with confidence.
Welcome to our world.
Is this how you feel when I say I'm going to do things?
Mostly.
Yes.
But the
Okay.
thing is,
Kinda.
at the heart of it, we do trust each other.
Yes.
At the barest, most basic level, there is trust.
So, Ash.
Yes.
Sorry, brain. So the energy is going from the crystals into the shards.
Other way
And-
around.
Hmm?
Other way around.
Other way around.
Arcanium
so-
is like a battery of magical energy. The shards are somehow
lightning rod.
Yeah, acting like a lightning rod, absorbing and flowing the magic into it.
Oh,
It can only store so much magic.
and by the shards being removed, it is making the containment of the magic unstable.
You've uncorked the genie bottle.
No, that's what her mum did. Sorry.
If
Sorry.
so, there is
So, Oddy, next time you play the bard, I'll play the druid.
So if the arcanium is holding too much magic to be stable, can I just reach out to a shard of it and dispel some of the magic?
You can certainly try.
Just like try and safely release it as opposed to having it explode.
You can certainly try.
Okay, I'm guessing because this is equivalent to a magical effect above 3rd level. I'm gonna have to roll.
Yes, you will.
Okay.
So, I think it's good if we leave,
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
just so someone can tell Kovek's parents what happened to her.
Thalai is
Oh.
ready to grab and run.
Grab and go.
Yeah.
No, Ash, I doubt it's true, but you have the option here of being an evil genius as a DM. If this storm has caused us to go back in time, then Kovek has created the beam of light in the ocean that we saw a week ago. And it all wraps up in a nice bow, and we can start a new campaign next week.
No.
Paradoxal campaigns.
Okay. I am casting Dispel Magic on the smallest cluster of crystals I can find to make it safe to handle. I'm not removing any of the shards first, so I'm not messing with any of the other variables. The shards are still acting as a stabilizing agent. It shouldn't be dangerous, in theory.
Okay.
Natural one.
That is a. Hang on, brain. 15?
Okay. Give me one moment.
Trusting
I
you,
was-
Kovek.
Not expecting you to do this.
You gave me something really spicy to play with, so I'm gonna play with it.
I'm interested in the infernal metal.
I
You
need
know,
to make
this
a
is the
dice roll.
equivalent, just while Ash is working out the effects, this is the equivalent of someone walking up to a nuclear bomb and going, surely if I cut one wire, it'll be fine.
Just remember, Kovek, that Storm is noting everything that you do in here, and when we visit your home, she's going to take the same kindness.
I thought you were leaving like everyone else was leaving. It's just Kovek
Nope.
and I here.
Nope.
So
Mark's gone back around the corner.
So Storm, you're going to walk into my family's kitchen and go, "Ooh, a blender," and just unplug it.
No. Also, blenders don't exist.
You haven't been to a Vidalcan home before, have you?
Clearly
They
not.
exist. They're called like a guy with a tired arm.
So,
This one we call Mauricio.
you cast your Dispel Magic. You see the magic disperse suddenly from it in a wild flash. Thalai, you
Yeah?
see a wild flash of magic. You shield your eyes for a few seconds, and when you blink it out of the way, you cannot see Kovek anymore. She is not there. Kovek,
Kovek?
You are still there.
Kovac!
Yes.
He
I'm
cannot
assuming-
hear you.
Kovac, where'd you go?
I look at myself.
Storm didn't actually leave the room. She's still on the altar. Can I still see everything?
Nope. You cannot see Kovac. You can see Thalai looking around for
Hey.
Kovac.
Is everything okay?
Kovac disappeared in a flash of light.
Can I see me?
You can see yourself, yes.
Mug's gonna walk back into
What?
the room.
I wanna have a look at the crystal.
Mhm.
How's the crystal look?
It looks dull. It seems like it is lacking energy.
Is there a pile of ash at the base of the crystal?
No.
I mean, it could be.
It's a valid question.
No, yeah.
Can I attempt to touch the lie?
Yes, you can attempt to touch Thalai.
Hmm.
You
What-
feel something touching you, Thalai.
Turn and like just try and brush off. Do I do anything?
You feel Kovac's hand.
What's this? And I like just grab it really hard, not knowing, realizing it. And then I
You get some like.
And then I loosen a little bit, and then I just follow over, and then I go like, Kovac, is this you? Tap my arm if it is you twice. Okay.
I was expecting halfway to be like some, unnecessary groping or something.
No, I thought
like every movie always does.
Mhm.
yeah, that trope can die.
Yeah.
What happened, Kovac?
I'm going to conjure a magical quill and begin attempting to
As soon as you
inscribe on
conjure the magical
floor.
quill, you appear in front of Thalai.
Hello.
Wild magic, greater invisibility.
Can I hear Kovac now?
No, it would have
You
only
can
been
hear
normal invisibility. If it was greater, it wouldn't have stopped when she cast the spell.
And I should have been audible.
Yeah, that was the thing that she was.
Hmm.
Well, that
Another
was
effect?
that was very odd.
Should I remove those nails now? The shards.
I see this arcanium. It is dull and doesn't contain much power anymore.
Yep, it seems to be lifeless now. You have
Is it-
dispersed the magic from it.
Is it still valuable to me if it doesn't have any magic in it?
Arcanium is still valuable, yeah.
Smashing. Okay.
That's a poor choice of words. Yeah.
Does Kovac go smash? Is this what I'm hearing?
Thalai, I believe it will be safe to proceed, though I will ask Atua's consent once again. I believe though that there was a minor hiccup, I have been able to successfully take.
Right. So what happened?
I attempted to dispel the magic.
Mhm.
It was removed from the arcanium, but it potentially had to go somewhere, and I was caught up in the magical crosshairs.
So uncontrolled magic occurred,
Yes,
and you don't think that's a risk?
that is why this will be the last time this is being attempted. I fully invite Atua to dispose of the rest, as it seems quite dangerous. Though I would ask the great and powerful Atua if I would be able to take these arcanium samples for further study.
While they're having this conversation, Storm's leaned over to Artu and gone, "Can I touch it?"
Touch,
I want to touch the bud.
touch what?
The rocks.
I would advise against it. We do not know what they have done to it.
Looks like fun though.
Your friends seem content with killing themselves.
What do you
They're There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. There we have it. A god thinks we're dumb.
Demigod. Demigod. There's a
Storm,
big difference.
Storm
A
just,
demigod thinks we're demi-dumb.
There we go.
There's
Storm,
no demi about this.
Yeah.
Storm just turns to me and goes, but that is how you discover things, by touching them and licking them. You know?
Perhaps that one
Does the
should
father
use
do the-
caution.
Oh, I honestly thought Oddie was going to say something about Storm's mum again.
Oh god, please.
Not this time.
By
Aw.
touching and licking it, eh?
Kovac,
She meant the rocks, jeez! Wait.
Yes, Mug?
weren't we going to let the people decide about this? It is a resource of the island. It is a gift from Atua to the people.
Kovac,
Muggy is
I'm
Mug
telling.
is
Yes. And
Mug
it
is
is
absolutely right, as Thalai is pulling out the shards that aren't a gift from a tour to the people.
and it would be prudent to remove this gift from Artua from this dangerous location first, before we have that conversation. Would you not agree?
I would not agree.
It's dangerous in here, and I would like to remove them so that it's safer in here.
A wiser man than me once said, if you lie to yourself, you're only convincing an idiot.
Okay, I want them because they're of magical significance.
Hey,
Then you
Kovac.
should give something to the people.
I can do that, but first I would like to remove them.
Kovac, can you please stop pillaging my home?
That was not my intent.
But it's kind of how it feels.
I'm just
Storm,
counting how many
Storm.
books I'm going to steal from your home. They
Storm,
may or
I'm
may
just...
not be consumed by fire.
Storm, I'm just removing a hazard. Is that okay as I hold up the nails?
Didn't that make
Are
it
you
go
calling
boom?
Kovac a hazard?
That made it go boom when it was full of energy. They're no longer full of energy.
Yes, and I was the one who removed that energy, so I'm also removing a hazard.
But those aren't hazardous anymore. The nails themselves are.
Artua, may I remove this arcanium from this cave for now?
It is inert, it has no value. It will take many generations for it to regain its power.
That is fine.
I think you should ask the speaker.
We can't ask the speaker. That's the
He's
speaker.
dead.
No? You won that fight. And Mug does an elaborate bow. Miss Speaker.
I mean, I thought that's what was going on. I thought Storm was the new speaker, because is that not what happened?
I will swear to any person that Atua speaks to you.
Technically, you're
You
not
have been-
wrong.
He also
Yeah.
speaks to us.
I had an idea of claiming to be like apprentice speaker, but that's no.
Okay.
You're
Storm.
lacking some fluffy parts.
Storm, you have been given a great honor by Artua in him allowing you to make a very important decision on behalf of your people. So what's one more? May I?
Kovac!
Yes?
You can take the one that you already touched and made useless, but please leave the others. And
Made
yes,
safe.
you can call it what you want. That doesn't change what it is.
You hear Mug say under his breath, lying to an idiot.
You can
Okay.
you can remove the dangerous crystals, but do it slowly. And
Okay.
yes, you can keep them, Thalai. They are not of the island. They are foreign and they are harmful.
Yes. I mean, I will take great responsibility with this. And I will gather the ones from the now inert crystals. So that was another. There was a cluster, 2 of them, so that would be another 6.
Mhm. Would you, Thalai, would you also be willing to assist me in excavating the Arcanium?
Oh. Just look at it. I'm just gonna jiggle it. Does it look like it'll come out on its own, or does it need like a specific tools?
It doesn't require too much effort to get it out. It kind of almost grows there, almost like a plant. It is crystalline in nature, but it snaps off pretty easily.
Alright, I will jiggle it out and keep it together as much as I can, and then just go.
Arcanium is actually quite frail.
Yep. So very gently, just gingerly hand it over.
Yeah. Take it. I'll put it into like a little bag. I'll put it in the bag of holding.
Are you happy now, Kovac?
Over the moon. Let's go.
She's satisfied. Okay.
All right, so you're heading up now,
Nope.
or are you just heading out of this chamber now? Asking the party.
I'm not going to leave the chamber before Kovac does.
I don't want to leave unless I know we're all actually going. It's one of those. I don't trust anyone. I'm more comfortable not being the first to appear back and suddenly having a bunch of cats look at me and going, "The fuck were you doing in our place?" I'm just like, I'm just a little guy.
Storm's gonna go over to the remains of the previous speaker, True Smoke, and I guess gather the dust, if there is any.
There is ashes on the ground and the
Yeah.
black crystal, yes.
And the black crystal, and she'll grab both, and she will put them... I don't know that she has anywhere to put them, actually. You know what? There's probably some remnants of that rope, that silk rope, lying around.
It was
No.
torn to shreds.
Alright. Anyway, she will grab them and hold on to them.
Okay.
So you're making your way outside.
I imagine Kovac is, by virtue of Mug's stubbornness, the second last person to leave the room. She like pauses next to Mug, looks over her shoulder, just sees all the shiny arcanium, and sighs, and keeps on walking.
Storm actually insists that all of you head out first.
Okay.
I'll listen. And now.
As I am leaving the chamber, just like turn back over the shoulder to Artua and go, "Did you want to say goodbye to your people?"
I will, once the decision is made. It depends. If Storm chooses for me to stay to protect, then a goodbye is not necessary. They will believe I am still here protecting, as my power will be, through a conduit. Alright, we will end the session here because it is almost 11 o'clock at night. Alright. Thank you everyone for joining. I hope you had fun.
I did. I
Storm
got.
nearly died.
I've got rare metals. I'm happy.
I hope I can find a use for the arcanium.
I can definitely think of some uses for what I've gathered.
I would also
Load it
just
up,
like to
but-
point out that not only do we have to like talk to a race of people who may not like us and trying to get them to do the right thing, at some point we got to get back off this island. I don't want to like Gilligan's Island 3-hour tour this for the next 16 seasons. We got to find our way back to the mainland.
We need a boat.
Or a teleport.
I'm not quite that good.
Before I end the session, I will add one last thing. Storm.
Hmm?
You hear a voice in your head.
Oh,
Very,
Sorry.
very, very familiar voice. It says, Storm, I'm not sure if you're getting this or not. I hope you're safe. The others are settling in for the long stay, I think. It is Barda's voice.
Gonna say.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Storm wants to send her a message so bad right now. Like,
Don't you get to reply?
Yep, but we will leave that for next week.
I'll forget!
No, go ahead.
Otherwise, Alice would have a week to count to 25.
Do you want to hold
I'll
up the
let-
fingers? Okay. Barda, is that you? You're safe! Wait, settling in? Where? What do you mean? Is that how many words left to go?
11.
You've used 14.
Oh, okay. I have so much to tell you. I just met my dad.
Done.
Wait, did she say I just met my and then that's it?
No,
Oh, okay.
it perfectly fit.
Oh, okay.
Alright, you'll have to wait to find out what the response is.
There won't be a response, isn't it?
No.
Sending stone?
Well, she will use her sending stone.
Oh, if that was done by a spell, yeah, I thought it was done by the sending stone. Okay.
It was done by the sending stone, yes.
Oh, it was?
Ah.
So tomorrow there can be another response.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh boy!
Alright. Let us
Oh god,
say thank you very much.
so tired right now.
We will be possibly back next week. It will more than likely be our last stream for the year of our Sunday night game. Well, not for the year. Yeah, no, for the year. For our Sunday night game, and then we would be back next year. But hopefully we'll be back on Tuesday for our Stars Without Number campaign, as we have unfortunately life has gotten in the way and we have missed out a few sessions, so we are very direly in need of it.
Yes.
So we are much excited.
I have been hoping against hope to be able to have us have some more shenanigans. Yep. Life certainly does attack, but the party are in drive space. They're hurtling towards somewhere that they think is safe and abandoned, and I think that the session will contain a good amount of talking with NPCs who haven't been seen in 4 months.
So hopefully you can join us then. Otherwise, thank you for joining us, and we will raid.
Gosh.
Now, who do we want to raid today?
That was the
Raiding
question.
party.
I mean, who is currently going?
The Yogg's Cast Jingle Jam is going.
What
There's
is
one-
that?
I think it's something they do like every year. It's basically like is it a charity thing.
Yeah, it's a charity live stream. They're raising money at the moment.
I mean,
The
we can.
Yogs cast are quite big internet people. So if we had a
There
smaller
is-
group we wanted to do, then that's good. But charity is also decent.
There is also Dramonia episode 82, Aussie Dev Pro. It seems to be an Aussie group playing D&D.
There's also one called Marathon of the Mad Mage 600-hour D&D world record event. Which, do you want to be part of a world record?
I mean, we could be.
That sounds pretty exciting. I don't know which one that
600
is, but
hours of D&D? God damn.
Let us put it to the audience. Who should we raid?
any prior
Audience!
backgrounds?
Put it out there.
Marathon of the Mad Men. Oh my god. I'm so sleepy.
Mm.
I'm kind of down for reading the Mad Mage. Marathon of the Mad Mage.
Let's do it then.
Alrighty, let's give them a
Send some love.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are also doing fundraising for a charity.
Oh, that's nice.
But they are on a short break currently. So just
That's okay.
heads up. But spam their chat, give them love. Yeah. Let us know what they like. I guess we'll hang around for a little bit and find out ourselves. But yeah. Okay, I'm so tired. Sorry, I am not doing the end things very well today. I am.
We got a lot in today's thing as well. So.
Oh my god. Mm. Okay. We'll catch you guys next time. Thank you all for hanging out. We love you, and
Bye.
you're gonna raid them.
Bye.
Make sure you give them lots of love from us. You'll have a good one. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.